Oh sweetie, what it do, what it do, what it done. If it's your first time here, please like, turn your notifications on and subscribe. And if it's not your first time here, please like, subscribe and enjoy the vibes. First things first, before I get into anything about this video, guys, I was going through my analytics the other day, and I noticed that 51% of my views and my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. So I'm going to do it in the beginning of the video this time. Please subscribe, please. It would just mean a lot to me. But for those of you who are subscribed and you've been supporting since the beginning and showing love, thank you guys so much, and I really do appreciate it. It means the world to me. YouTube is something I've wanted to do for a long time. You know what? We'll get into it. See, today's video was a Q&A. First question, are you single? I am very single. I have never been this single. It hurts to be alone in the middle of lockdown, no one to hold, no one to call. I moved into this house with this magnificent garden, and there's even a magnificent park. Okay, it's average, but a lovely park up the road. And as much as I love my hands, the only people I can go on picnics with are my hands. It's slightly depressing. There's this gent, I really hope he doesn't watch these, but anyway, if he does, I really hope he doesn't, but there's this gent that wanted to come over, and he was like, oh, you know what would be cool? A Netflix date. I've never had a Netflix date, but I also wanted to have a picnic, so I found this spot in my garden. I was gonna set up with a picnic blanket and fairy lights and food and wine and Netflix, and we're gonna watch anime because he loves anime, and it was just so perfect. And then I was like, you know what, he's not my gent, so yeah, very, very single, and it sucks. How visual are you on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being porn star? I don't know if I'm interpreting the question right. I'm assuming this means how freaky are you or how kinky are you. Porn stars do a lot of different things, so I'm not gonna use that as a reference, but I'm gonna go with an 8.5. Yeah, I'm gonna go with an 8.5, but I'll never tell you. I must be down for you to get those privileges. I can't just be handing that shit out to everyone. It's not. What inspired you to create your channel? So in high school I did drama. Drama was always something that really was an outlet for me and that I really enjoyed. It was something that I didn't have to work overly hard at, but that really brought me solace and peace. And I've also just always wanted to be famous. It sounds ridiculous, but I've always wanted to be famous. All my friends know this. And so for the longest time I was I really want to have a reality TV show one day. What must I do? Obviously I need to study and have a job and be stable, but that's something I would love. And I was like, bruh, you can do that on YouTube. YouTube would be a great place to start out and test if it's something you really want to work towards and strive towards. And yeah, and then I also just like talking a lot. So then starting a YouTube channel kind of came into mind, and I would do a lot of fun things and take videos of them and vlog them, but never actually put it together until silly season last year came, and I had been talking about starting a channel for a long time and I hadn't really done it, and I put together a part 1 and part 2, and my mates were like, bro, just do it. What do you have to lose? Just start the channel. So then yeah, I did. My first vlog was a vlog going around and doing stuff, and I expected my channel to be a lot more of that type of stuff, showing what my life is about, because although it is decidedly average, I think it's fun and I want to show people, so why not? Then lockdown kind of happened and a whole lot of other stuff in between, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. So that's kind of how I got this whole thing started. What am I currently studying at university? Chemical engineering. It's stressy, depressy, difficult, lemon difficult, but I am confident in why I did it. I only managed to reassure myself 2 weeks ago that this is actually what I want to do. I've been having a mental breakdown the whole year, so yeah, I'm keen on that, and hopefully it's going to work out, and if I get to use it for the things that I want to use it for, which is not being an engineer, it should be fucking wicked, innit? Mentally, am I all good? Is the fam managing lockdown? Mentally, I'm all good now. It's been a very rocky road to get here. Lots of depressing days, lots of anxiety filled days. I'm a little bit of a control freak, so I like to be like, okay, in 3 weeks I would like to have done A, B, C, and D. And so I kind of planned out my first year like that, and everything has kind of just been delayed, which was a great life lesson for me. It taught me patience, which is something I have very little of. But yeah, I mean, I'm mentally all good now, so thank you for asking. And I also just have the most amazing friends who form the most amazing support structure. So shout out, homies. And is my family managing lockdown? I think we're doing all right. For a family that has such big personalities and contrasting views and got very used to not spending time with each other and was enjoying the independence, I think we're doing all right. Some days are better than others. Pure facts. I'm still adjusting to being around my mom, even though I've been home for 4 months and I was only gone for like 2 months. But you know, the freedom kind of gets to your head a little bit, and then it's like, ah. So yeah, I think we're doing all right. My family space has become a very free space. So like, we drink. Not to promote alcoholism or anything, but like, my older sister and I can drink at home. We're very welcoming. We're allowed mates over in terms of like boys and stuff. So it's become a very free space. So being like at home hasn't felt like I had someone draining all my freedom. It just was that thing of like, when you're at res, or when if you're away from home, if you don't go back to your residency or your place of residence for 2 days, no one's gonna care because you're your own person. But if I just like up and go and leave my house and I don't talk to anyone for 2 days, ma'am, where are you? We're in a black household. Are you serious? That's not cute. But next question. I'm very happy that this question was asked because I've been getting a lot of chit chat. Firstly, one person came back to me that I did story time about and was like, oh, you made like my things trivial and you exposed me. And I went back and watched the story time. I literally did none of that. But also people are like, yo bro, don't you think people would be uncomfortable dating you or pursuing you in the fear of becoming a story time? Firstly, don't make yourself a story time, duh. But secondly, like, sorry, the question is, would you make your relationship public? The first thing is like, I am still a very private person, believe it or not. I don't want the whole world in my shit. So I know now, I've only had one relationship that's been public. I know now after that I will never have a public relationship again. I want the public to know that I'm in a relationship. With whom, that's none of your business. Like, if I had a YouTube channel, you might hear him like walking in the background if we live together. Or what do I mean if I had a YouTube channel? I have one. But like, you might hear him walking in the background, or you might see him like giving me a hug and he'll be like cut off from here and we'll just be like his torso or like stuff like that. I don't want to hide my person, but like also showing them on my channel and stuff like that, like it detracts from the relationship. Now you must always censor yourself. It's not my thing. In terms of like an ex-person becoming a story time, the only time you become a story time is when you do some really fucked up shit and other people find it funny to laugh at my pain. So for one, just don't do that. But two, when I do my story times, and even now with like love and healing and all of that, there's a process to it. So obviously when I film, I kind of just let it all come out. Like, I can literally film for 2 hours and end up with a 20-minute video, right? So let it all come out. But when I edit, like sometimes I'll edit a single video for 4 days just to make sure people's shit isn't exposed. I'm not like exposing people's lives or whatever. Like, I respect people's privacy. And then after that editing process, sometimes my sister will watch it and then it gets uploaded onto YouTube Studio, and then Nastasha watches everything before it's published, like every single video. So it's gone through a lot of review and criticism, and I'm human. I might let one or two things slip, but I really try my best to not. So like, I don't want that to be a fear in people's things of like, oh, everyone's gonna know all our shit. And also, if you wanna come to me in hopes that one day I might be famous and you're gonna be on my YouTube channel, you're wrong, mate. How do you feel about your body? People seem to have very mixed opinions on my body. Some people think I'm fat, some people think I'm hot. Quite frankly, you can be fat and hot. But yeah, I actually really, okay, in the past like week and a half, I've kind of struggled with my body because I was like on my period, so I was bloated, also lockdown, you know, gained some weight, and things just weren't looking But my preference is to not be skinny, so please, I don't want people coming and telling me if you are skinny, I can help you get skinny, let's gym, let's diet, no. Also, I don't like living a life of restriction. I don't deprive myself of things. If I want to chow down hectically for a week, I'm going to do it. But I've worked really hard to get the body that I have now, and I love it and I appreciate it, and I really love being curvy, and there's nothing wrong with that. And same for someone, if someone loves being skinny, there's nothing wrong with that. But I personally love myself curvy. I like myself more filled out. I think I look more balanced and proportionate, and it's just my thing, you know, it looks good on me. So I really do love my body. I love working out as well. I just don't like doing cardio. So like, there's been a lot of things about bodies and bodies of black women specifically and all this stuff. Guys, calm the fuck down. As long as you don't have to live in that body, it ain't none of your business. Yeah, that is great. Like, just do you, man. Life is short, be happy. Like, I love my body. I know people who love my body, and that's enough, quite frankly. As long as I'm not unhealthy or putting myself at risk or sick, like, who the fuck cares, mate? Also, like, that plays into weight. I don't know why people always ask me for my weight. Where does it concern you? And especially gents, they want to ask you for your weight, and then when you tell them, they don't believe you. They're like, there's no way you weigh that much. I'm a tall girl and I'm a thick girl. Titties aren't light, neither are bones. Okay, like, that's just another story. But love that bitch. She's that bitch. YouTubers you'd love to work with one day. The first one, surprisingly, was my sister. And I say this because it has literally taken me over 6 months to get that bitch to film a video with me for my channel. I achieved that dream tonight. Every video we filmed together has been for her channel, and so I'm very proud to say she will be featuring, or by the time you guys see this, she has featured on my channel. So Cheryl, that's the first one, Toot as I call her. I would love to work with Shamiso. I just love her vibe. She's bomb. I would love to work with Tato Ramperi and Mo. They're super dope, and I think they're pretty cool. And I just like, I stan their relationship. I stan it. Molly May. I would, if I ever get famous enough to do a YouTube video with Molly May, mate. Dumi is the whole reason I started watching YouTube in the first place. So her, and also Gugu Legend Yatsumba. That is a queen. You know, funny story about Gugu, her and I went to the same high school, yeah? And she's a few years older than me, but whenever she would walk around, me and all my mates, right, would fangirl. She's so beautiful. She has this aura. Yo, we'd be like, we want to be her when we're in matric. Needless to say, we weren't, but yo. And she sings like an angel, and she used to also play basketball, and she just used to look so elite. And we all just used to look at her and be like, yo, yeah. So like, she's really someone I've like looked up to for a long time. And then her channel is just so elite. Like, I love it. I live for it. So if I could ever do a collab with her, that would be insane. Insane, mate. How do I deal with my anxiety? There are a number of different things that I'll go into quickly, but I do want to do a mental health video, so I'll elaborate on them then. One, there's a technique called havening, which is basically like when you touch yourself in a way that's nurturing. So a lot of people like do this. For example, I'm a big fan of like doing this when I sleep because it makes me feel like someone's rubbing my back, or sleeping like this because it makes me feel like cuddles. But havening, where basically you doing a physical action to yourself that reminds you of being nurtured and of feeling safe. Listening to music is a big one that helps me with my anxiety. Exercise is more for stress than anxiety for me. I don't like moving around too much when I'm anxious because I'm clumsy. Sleep also. I love sleeping when I'm anxious. It just self-care, anything self-care, whether it's binging YouTube, having a glass of wine, doing a face mask, beating your face, filming a YouTube video, and then just talking to the people that I love. Like I said, my friends make the best support system ever. They are elite. So speaking to them, I'm always on phone calls and always on FaceTimes. If you know me, even while I'm studying, you'll catch me on a FaceTime there. That really helps. Where do I feel safest? In terms of a physical space, it would be in my room. Well, when I still had my own room, my sister and I share a room now. So when I still had my own room, it was my room. I was very big on like the energy in my room and keeping the energy balanced. So like when I was angry, I wouldn't stay in my room because I didn't want that energy there. Or if I did, I would like light candles because heat absorbs energies. So my room and my bed, and then in a non-physical space, in the arms of those I love. So if I had a significant other, that is where I would be always when I needed a safe space. But and like I have certain friends who they know they like are my huggers. So like if I was having a really bad day at school, there was a certain mate I'd go to who gives the best hugs, and like that was just it. And same like that type of thing. So in the arms of those that I love most. Fave place in the world, in the arms of those that I love most. My bedroom when I had one. In terms of places I've been already, Joburg and Cape Town tie for me. I'm in love with Johannesburg. Like it is me, I am it. It has a very special place in my heart because I grew up here. Cape Town because of everything I want to do there. But if I had to choose a place that I hadn't been to yet, I would say Bali. I know when I go to Bali, I'm going to love that place. I already know. I'm already in love with it. So yes, Bali. Or Indonesia in general, because I don't just want to go to Bali. I want to travel into Indonesia as a whole. Perfect first date. I have two, right? So the one is, this is the last question by the way, perfect first date. The one is like if we had theme parks that were open at night. So let's say Gold Reef, but better. That was open at night. I would love to go on a date like that. Like roller coasters, cotton candy, junk food, goofiness. I'm very goofy, so I like just being myself and fooling around. So that. Or if we couldn't do that, like something very intimate. So like a picnic with like lacquer food and good music. That's like a perfect first date for me. If you get us like wine, a picnic in a pretty spot with food and good music and good company, I'm yours. I'm a very simple girl to please, mate. If there's food and wine there, I'm basically yours already. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and come again next time. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little Q&A.